Today I'm going to inform you how to train to run a marathon. As you can see how I'm dressed, one of the 4 things that you want to know is getting started with running, and then what apparel you will need to run, and then stretching and nutrition that will determine how you will race, and then stretching and running mentally is what you're going to do last. Getting started with running, you're not going to want to jump into anything too serious. You're not going to want to just go out and run 25 miles and try to run a marathon right away. You're going to want to allow yourself about 16 weeks before you want to set a date and say, well, I'm going to run this marathon on October, whatever, 6 months from now. So you want to allow about every day, you want to go out 30 minutes continuously for about 2 weeks before you start doing any long miles or anything too hard. And that brings to what you're going to wear. And first off, you're not going to wear an undershirt like this just because I don't want you to see through. You're going to want to wear something dry fit that's not going to allow you to soak down what you're wearing and carry more weight. When you wear something cotton, it's going to pick up the sweat and you're going to be drenched. I don't know if you've ever worn cotton and working out. It's like the worst thing. It's like you're carrying somebody else with you. So you're going to want to wear a t-shirt that's going to have something that won't stick the moisture to you. And your shoes you're going to want to find out. You can go to First Gear, Finish Line, Foot Locker, all those places. They're all trained to know if you have a flat foot, if you're arc. You're going to want to have a shoe that's going to fit you perfectly, so you're going to have no pain when running. Most shoes are going to be balanced off of if you're going to land on your ball of your foot or the toe or the heel. I personally run off the heel of my foot, so I have to get a shoe that's cushioned in the back so I don't mess up my heel while running and get blisters. The shorts and the tights, mostly if it's cold outside, like today, it's kind of windy, it's kind of chilly. You wear tights so you don't cramp up in those areas, and the blood in those areas don't build up and you get sore and cramp up. The third thing I want to talk to you about is stretching and nutrition. One of the things while running, you need to avoid drinking much water while running. You see bikers with water bottles, and they're probably 9 times out of 10 they're not carrying water within those water bottles. Usually have an energy drink that contains Gatorade or Powerade or something of those sorts, because you want to have carbs and nutrition and vitamins that's going to rebuild your system that has glucose in it to rebuild what you've lost. Payday is not going to be something you're going to want to eat while running. Today I had a protein bar, but I ate it. So paydays have, this payday has 28 grams of carbs, and my body weight, I need to have 487 carbs daily. So when you conserve carbs in your body while running or previous to running, you're going to want to consume carbs like beans, potatoes, bread, something that's not going to have fat and a lot of sugar in it. So while running, you're going to want to carry a protein bar. Maybe you can see most marathon bars have like the fanny pack with the water bottles, and the protein bars look like army people running. They have everything with the water bottles all around, and they have the protein bars and all that. I don't know if you want to go that extreme. Maybe if you're like 50 or 60, you probably might want to go to those sorts. But usually you're not going to want to carry water or lots of protein bars. You're just going to want to have one protein bar that you're going to use about 30 or 40 minutes into the race, and then have most marathons are going to have like Gatorade and stuff throughout the race. So finally, I want to get to about running the marathon and training for the marathon. As you know, or might not know, a marathon's 26 miles, which is a lot. So you're going to want to build up to running 26 miles, and you'll probably never run 26 miles within the workout of your 16 weeks, or for some people it might be more. Your 16 weeks should consist of about, after your 30-minute runs for 2 weeks, it should consist about running daily up to anywhere from 6 to 10 miles a day. You might want to break it up into 2 workouts daily. You want to do it as much as you can, like full body strength, but you want to listen to your body and know what you're doing and know what you're putting into your body, and so you know that you're not going to hurt yourself further down the road. In the 16-week period, you're going to want to train harder as it goes on, but not too hard to hurt yourself. And I know that 65% of injuries come from not stretching properly. So stretching is also a vital thing while getting into that season. Sportsinjury.com said that 65% of people who don't stretch are going to get injured, and it's a statistic that most people don't think it's true. So one of the things that warming up to do a marathon, you're going to want to stretch. You're going to want to have a cool down after a run. It's about 30 to 40 minutes of just basic slow running. And then something that somebody else said after finishing the Chicago Marathon, which is one of the most difficult marathons there is, he said that fatigue is just a warning from the brain in which practice you can run through. So mentally, 60% of running a marathon or running in general, 60% mental and 40% physical. So no matter how strong you are, no matter how much you can run in a day, you can run this marathon with your mind better than you can with your body. Little fun fact, the marathon was actually came upon in 490 BC from a guy I can't even pronounce, so I'm going to try, but Philippos, I don't know if that's right, but he ran a battle near Greece and Athens. There was a battle between the Persians and, I don't know, it was based on the movie 300, if you've seen that. That movie is based off, not really based off, but that was where the marathon came from. He ran 26.2 miles to the town of Athens, Greece, where he told the emperor that the war was over, and after he told the war was over, he collapsed dead, and they pronounced that the marathon. So I hope you know some little things about running a marathon, and maybe this is encourage you to go out and run. Maybe run a marathon, but sometimes it's a little bit more hard than you think. But remember, it's 6% mental and 40% physical.
All right, nice job, Jacob. Anybody in here other than Jacob run a marathon before?
No way.
Any other people that are crazy in here like that? All right. Nice job. Who's next?
I'll do it.
Okay.